If I asked you all to make a list of 10 things that you dislike about yourself, what would they be? Probably most of them would be related to negative images of what your body looks like. For me as a teenage girl, body image is on my mind every day. The problem here, however, lies in what my perception of a good body image actually is. The ideal body image, the perfect body image, what exactly does that entail? For many people out there, an ideal body image does not necessarily mean a healthy one, and this is where the problem lies. I'm here today to remind you all of how incredibly deceptive media has been in portraying proper physical appearance and encourage you all to reject these negative images. This understanding is the first step towards a healthier lifestyle for both the mind and body. Everyday Americans suffer from anxiety, eating disorders, self-consciousness, general unhealthy eating habits. They have no idea and have a total misconception of what healthy actually is. The reason for this is because they idolize Hollywood stars and celebrities who have had everything fake under the sun to look up to, and they standardize like what their physical body image should be based on that. Stars have had all kinds of surgeries, personal trainers, spray tans, down-to-work spa treatments, everything that is unnatural and would change the body's appearance. Not only is this giving a fake impression on the public, but it's also giving an unhealthy one. Cellulite, for example, would never be left non-airbrushed on a Victoria's Secret model, nor would any other ounce of fat or imperfections. A lot of times also, we think that these images mostly affect women, but there are a lot of male models out there, males that are affected by this negative image because of things like the Abercrombie & Fitch like representation. Media is the primary reason people have begun equating physical appearance with self-worth. Everywhere there are anti-dieting pills or new fads, tanning salons, weight loss programs, instructions on how to trim your eyebrows, get toned, hide any kind of fat or cellulite, or what jeans will make you look the slimmest, and the list goes on. What the media has to say is a reflection of society's targeting and vice versa. Another interesting form of media that has affected the younger generations, starting as young as 6, is through toys, video games, and cartoons, the effect of toys, videos, and cartoons. For example, this is pretty cool. The Barbie ratio of torso to legs is completely unrealistic, and they show like what an average woman is like and then a Barbie. So a woman would actually have to be about 6 feet tall and have completely unrealistic curves. So now girls everywhere are becoming like impressed with these Barbie dolls, and that's become a major source of where they get their like image role models. As for guys, I learned in my psychology class that this was the G.I. Joe in 1940, and this is the present day G.I. Joe. And I don't know if you can see closely, but the biceps they've actually measured have increased each year on the G.I. Joes. So that's another thing that has affected boys everywhere. And not to mention, like in Disney, there's like a Hercules type of figure. Muscular, like toned bodies is what boys look up to and think they have to be like. All of these aspects have left many with feelings of inadequacy, provoking them to change themselves to meet society's beauty. Anorexia and bulimia have been diagnosed in children as young as 12, just for one example. That's a young girl, and obviously that's just sickening, and she's already looking at the scale, and not just a girl looking at herself thinking she looks like that. By identifying these unrealistic portrayals and teaching others, especially younger generations, that these celebrities and models are not normal, these feelings of dissatisfaction and inadequacy will decrease. Currently in Australia, there's been a new program, proposal implemented that will start programs in different aspects of the life, like the community, schools, even at home, to try and promote a positive body image. The team is working to provide schools, for example, with lessons on body image and to put some kind of body image statement and like acceptance in their mission statements. And they also like want to teach classes and talk about like the dangers of obesity and the importance of eating healthy and everything like that. They also want to encourage other organizations, companies to back their plan in the media, and where, for example, in like magazines, they're trying to get people to inhibit airbrushing freckles or like making skin tones like all even and stuff like that. Another thing I thought was cool was that in stores in Australia, they're trying to get people to team up and create mannequins that are of better, more average sizes. So, I encourage everyone to be aware of the misconception of the media out there, to start acting and feeling positively about yourselves. anorexia is not something that can be changed by like signing a petition or anything like that. This whole idea is that this is like an attitude towards like society and yourself. So understanding some of the causes of this physical dissatisfaction, however, is an important step. And denying or rejecting these negative images in the media is valuable in staying physically and mentally healthy. I hope no one here ever conforms to using diet pills or even has too much anxiety about the way their clothes fit. If you live a healthy lifestyle, then you should feel confident, and that's more important than this beauty society projects. That's perfect. So if you work out a few times a week and eat healthy, that's all there really is to it. Another interesting aspect I learned in my psych class is that, as previously mentioned, like people tend to focus on physical attributes more than anything else. So instead of meeting somebody and saying, oh, looks like you lost weight or you look good, or like if it's your mom or your dad or whatever, talk about like hobbies or interests or something like at their job or at school. And in this way, you'll like focus less on the constant obsession with looks and decrease the power and control it holds over your own lifestyle as well as others. And remember that imperfection is beauty. Okay, that's it.